Hi, I'm Sarah Light, and I'm here with Liz Harper. Today we're interviewing Kabir. Kabir, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. This is Kabir. I'm actually regional soil health specialist. I'm working here in California, Nevada, and also Hawaiian Pacific Island area. And I'm from NRCS, but we have a soil health division. And part of that NRCS, we are promoting soil health, helping to build up, soil health in all these states. That's my responsibility. And soil health, principles, we just four principles, just simple principles. We try to promote those to improve the health of the soil. That way, eventually, help improve the health of the plant. And all these animals and plants and humans are consuming those plants actually also become healthy. This is kind of ecosystems services.
So that is really beautiful how we're all connected. So as the regional soil health specialist for California, can you share with us some NRCS resources for California growers?
NRCS actually is doing a lot of networking with many field offices at the county levels for planning and implementing of soil health practices. And actually through different, process or such as like equip, that is financial help they are providing, and all those soil health practices like cover crops, no-till or reduced tillage, hedge grow, diverse crop rotation, and these are the practices actually promoting through the um, different field offices and also area offices and the state office. And we are financing and at the same time also we are providing technical assistance to promote soil health. And we are also signatory to on-farm uh, demo projects connecting with the University of California, Cooperative Extension, Resource Conservation Districts, and private organization, California Department of Food and Ag, and this is the this this is on-farm trial demo trial projects actually is envisioned to do soil health demo project throughout the state of California. And we do have also like PMC or Plant Material Center also doing some soil health uh, practices over there and also doing some research on it. Thank you.
Thank you. So in your opinion, what are some barriers of implementing soil health practices on California farms?
California, the largest ag industry, and and our commodity is actually $400. Um, so this is really challenging to implement soil health practices in different crops. And we are growing most of the specialty crops, and all this industry actually, ag industries, they are this producer actually is driven by the ag industry. So therefore, you know, the producer actually depends on ag industries peoples to do their um, uh, soil health practices if they have intention to do it, but they cannot do sometimes based on their because of the the planting and harvesting of the cash crop may interfere, if they're putting a cover crops in there or it's doing reduced tillage or no tillage. And also sometimes, producer is complaining against the competing for water when they're putting a cover crops in there. So these are the issue we can work with the university, or also our city and others uh, to overcome these barriers. Other thing also, especially certain crops like vegetables, food safety concern is another issue that also is a barrier to implement um, some of the soil health practices.
Yeah, there are more than I'd like to admit right now. Um, so, what specifically is NRCS doing to support building healthy soils in California?
This, um, as a soil health regional soil health specialist, we are doing outreach activities with resource conservation districts, with University of California Farm Advisors and other non-profit organization, and so California Department of Food and Ag, and like healthy soil programs. We are doing like in field condition, doing some kind of rainfall simulator demo. Uh, when there's a rainfall, uh, nobody actually see what is happening in in a field they are practicing cover crops or any other soil health practices compared to the field without any soil health practices, like naked soil versus bare ground. If you're going everywhere, you can see a lot of bare ground, and but rainfall simulator is showing us, how much actually topsoil actually running out from a bare ground compared to the field with the cover crops. And not only that, it also shows that how much water actually infiltrates into the soil uh, when compared to the or bare ground or ground without any covers. So it indicates that people can see in front of their eyes, and how much soil actually moving out of the field when it's a bare ground, and anything chemicals or fertilizers or pesticides they are applying, and those are going out of the field and going to the water body, causing water pollution. Another things, like most of the California, we have little or less rainfall, but therefore, like 9 million acres of land, we have irrigated land. But if we can put any cover crops, and if anywhere like even 10 inches or maybe 15 inches of rainfall, that most of the rainfall actually can capture by using soil health practices. And at University of California, Davis and Russell Ranch, I have done some research with the cover crop and non-cover crop, or the fallow field, and we saw actually about 40 to 70% of rainfall water remaining in the field when you have a cover crops. If there is no cover crops, it shows that 10 to 20% of that water, rainfall water, remaining in the field. So about 80 to 90% of that rainfall water, actually running out of the field. So it indicates that during the summertime, uh, producer can use less irrigation water for their uh, cash crops. So, and also one of the example I can give you, like in NRCS, is giving some funding or financial assistance to a producer in Hanford, in his almond orchard, where the producer actually saved 12 acre inches of water in almond production, but just using 1 year of cover crop. So almond orchard needs 42 acre inches of water for the whole growing season, and he actually used 30 acre inches of water. So it's a huge save for him, where the rainfall is about 9 inches per year.
Great. Wow. Kabir, that's so great. We'd love to have the rainfall simulator at one of our field days in the future. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up our interview today?
Yeah, I would like to say also, like, you can look at the slake test. There's another test. We actually do it like, side by side with rainfall simulator. And once in a field is doing cover crops or no-till or conservation tillage or diverse crop rotation, and we collect soil from there compared to the fallow field is not doing any cover crops. Then you can put the slake test in there. They put the two chunk of water, that soil on both sides at the same time, and you can see all the soil actually dispersing. There is no biological activity in the fallow field compared to the field which has all the biological activities. Recently, one actually in National Geographic, one of the article came out and shows that, like, we lost about 90% of the monarch butterfly. We used to have like billions of monarch butterfly. Now we have 90, I think 10 millions. So similarly, nobody knows actually below ground in the soil, because of these conventional ag practices, or bare ground, how much biology are losing, how many of these biology are actually extinct from the system. We need to look into this.
We definitely do. Thank you so much for being on our YouTube channel today. To our audience, we'll put some great links in the description of the episode. And thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kabir.
Thank you for